Hey playa, all week long we've been talking about losing people around us, family, friends, crushes, mentors, but the one question we have to stop and ask ourselves is, what's going to happen when we die? How do we accept the fact that one day we're no longer going to be here? I'm going to cover that right after this. For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. Now, it's a simple fact of life. One day we're going to die. We don't know how, we don't know when, and we don't know why. Thinking about your own death can raise a lot of different questions for you. What's it actually going to feel like when you die? Are you going to go to heaven or hell? Or are people going to remember you as a good person once you're no longer here? It's a scary thing to think about because no one really has a truly definitive answer, and that uncertainty is what makes us feel unsettled. The simple fact that we don't really know exactly what's going to happen leaves us unnerved. So if there's no definitive answers to any of those questions, how can anyone feel at peace with the idea that one day they're going to die? Shouldn't we all be frantic and worried all the time that one day that might be it? I think if you're someone that carries that mindset, you're not really living in the present moment. You're always worried about what's going to happen next, and you're never really enjoying what you have right now. Most of the time, we get so used to seeing the same people there every single day that we don't really practice that sense of gratitude for having them there in that moment. We just kind of assume that things are going to be the same tomorrow. The same way that you wake up in the morning knowing that the sun is going to rise, you don't really have to think too much about whether it will. We feel that same sense when it comes to our families, our friends, our school, our environment. After a while, we get so used to this cycle that we start to feel invincible, like nothing can change in our lives. Nothing can happen in a snap decision that can ultimately affect everything as we know it. Now, I'm not telling you to spend every moment of every day constantly thinking about everyone else. That'll drive you crazy, but it is important to recognize what you do have in this life, the things that we do take for granted. Our health, our education, our roof over our head, the fact that we can walk and talk and breathe. All these little things are things that get overlooked, and they really shouldn't be. All it takes is the snap of a finger, and instantly things can just disappear from your life. So how do you accept the fact that you are going to die? Is everything that you're doing, everything you're working forward, all for nothing? Is it a waste of time because no matter how hard you try, you're going to die and it's not really going to amount to anything? I personally don't see it that way. I think you have something special and unique that needs to be shared with the world. You can be somebody great. All you have to do is apply yourself, put yourself out there, interact with people, change lives. You have something to offer that no one else can. So even if you're going to die today, tomorrow, next week, next year, whenever it may be, you can have an impact on someone else's life. And you might not feel like you're at a place where your life and legacy can have a profound impact on others, but trust me, it can. So instead of worrying about what it's going to feel like when you die, because when that happens, you're not really going to know. It's just going to kind of instantly cut off for you. And instead of worrying about whether or not people are going to remember you as a positive person once you die, you have control over how you live your life, how you interact with others, how you speak to them, how you treat them, how you teach them. Put more positivity out into this world and offer that. How people choose to remember you is how they choose to remember you, but you have control over your own decisions today. I know that fear might still be there, and that's why I want to talk to you guys about it. Are you afraid of dying? What do you think happens when we die? Leave your comments down below and let's talk about it. On that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and make sure to check out the playlist over there on the side where I go way more in depth on dealing with loss. We're all going to deal with loss at some point in our lives, so it's better to be prepared, to know how to actively handle and take care of these things when they happen. On that note, guys, I'll catch you next week. As always, love and peace.